Good morning, friends. I hope everyone is doing well. I request everyone to watch my videos in a sequence for better understanding. If you really like my teaching and my efforts, please press the like button, share the videos with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and also press the bell button to get the regular updates. In the last video, I have discussed about the half subtractor. In this video, I want to discuss about the full subtractor, its truth table, and also how to construct its combinational circuit. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. So let me define what is the full subtractor. It is a combinational circuit to perform subtraction of three single bit binary numbers. Now if you see that I want to perform the difference between A and B. Now they are 4-bit binary numbers. So what I have to do is that I have to represent it as a 4-bit binary number A0, A1, A2 and then A3. Then B0, B1, B2 and then B3. Now whenever I am performing the difference A0 and B0, I will get the difference D0 and also I will get the borrow. Okay, now again what I will do, this borrow A1 and B1, I will perform the subtraction. I will get the difference and the corresponding borrow. Again I will perform it, the difference I will get, borrow, like that I will do it. Am I right or wrong? When I was discussing about the half subtractor, what I said, it is used to perform the subtraction of two single bit numbers. So A0 and B0, if I want to perform the subtraction, I can use the half subtractor. But full subtractor is used to perform the difference between three single bit numbers. So borrow A1 and B1, if you want to perform the subtraction, we will use the full subtractor. Is it clear? I hope you have understood what is the full subtractor. Now let me construct the combinational circuit. If I want to construct the combinational circuit, first thing is that I need to identify the inputs and outputs. Here the inputs are A, B and then borrow in. And the outputs are difference and the borrow out. Then what is the next step I need to do? I need to find the truth table. Okay, so first let me find the truth table for this full subtractor. Now how many inputs will be there? We have identified that we have three inputs, A and B and the borrow in, and we will have two outputs, one is difference and the borrow out. Is it clear? Now let me find the truth table. If you have three inputs A, B and borrow in, how many combinations you will get? You will get 8 combinations. Am I right or wrong? Because each one is a binary number. So these are the 8 combinations we got: 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So let me find the output for each input combination. Now how many outputs are there? We have two outputs. One is difference and then borrow. Now whenever you want to perform the subtraction between 3 bits, how you will do is that first you will perform the subtraction between A and B, and whatever the result will come, for that result you will perform the subtraction with B in. Is it clear? Now let me discuss it. 0 and 0, the difference is 0. 0 and 0, again the difference is 0. Is it clear? And the borrow is also 0. Now 0 and 1, the difference is 0. 0 minus 1 means whatever the result I got, minus 1 I am doing. 0 and minus 1, the difference is 1 and the borrow is also 1. I hope you are following it. Now 0 and 1, what is the difference? Difference is 1 and borrow is also 1. You will keep the borrow here and this difference you will subtract between this one. 1 and 0. What is the difference? 1. Are you able to follow it or not? Now again do it. 0 and 1. You will get the difference as 1, borrow as 1. Keep the borrow here. Now this 1 and 1. Subtraction if I do, I will get the difference as 0. Now 1 and 0, the difference is 1. Okay? 1 minus 0, the difference is 1, borrow is 0. Again, 1 minus 1, the difference is 1. 1 and 1 is 0. Is it clear? And the borrow is also 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. Now 1 minus 1 is 0. Okay, 0 minus 1, the difference is 1 and the borrow is also 1. So we got the truth table for the full subtractor. Am I right? Now what is the next step we need to do? We need to reduce the each function. Means one is the difference and another one is the borrow out. So how can I do it? With the help of the K-map. So let me construct the K-map for the difference. Okay. Now can anyone tell me how many cells will be there in the K-map? As if you see that we have 3 inputs, so we will have 2 power 3, 8 cells will be there in the K-map. This is my AB and this is my borrow in. I will have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, sorry, not 1, 0. 1, 1, 1, 0. Is it clear? Because they should be differ by single bit only. And then 0, 1. Is it clear? Now, how to do it? I have to place all the minterms in the K-map. Where are the minterms are there? Wherever the function is producing the output, they are the minterms. Wherever the function is producing 0, they are the max terms. So first if I take this one, it is 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1. Okay, similarly, this is 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. Okay, is it clear? Then 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0. Then 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. So here we got. Is it clear? Now we need to find the adjacent ones. Any ones are there. If they are in a group, we can make it as a single group and we can minimize. Now if you see that there is no adjacent one to this one, so I have to take it as uniquely. And similarly, this one is not adjacent to anyone. Similarly, this one is not adjacent to anyone. And this one is also not adjacent to anyone. Am I right or wrong? So we cannot minimize it. Means whatever the original expression will be there, the same one we will get it. What is the original expression? The original expression, if I do it, the simplification, I will get it as A complement. Let me write it here. A complement B in complement. Am I right? This one is done. Now take the next one. This one. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? Okay, or let's take this one. What is this one? 0, 0, 1, which is nothing but A complement, B complement, and then B in. Are you able to understand? So these two are done. Now let me do this one. This is A, B, B in. So A, B, B in. Or this one. This is 1, 0, 0. So A, B complement, B in complement. So this is the expression we got it. We'll make it to a simplified one. How to do it, I will discuss now. So what I will do is that I will take the, let me erase this one out. Let me take the A complement between these two common. Okay, A complement, if I take common, then I will have the B in complement or B complement B in. And similarly from these two I will take the A as common. Okay, I will have B in or B complement B in complement. Am I right or wrong? Now this one is looking what? This is looking as A B complement or A complement B. Am I right or wrong? So which is nothing but A exclusive or B. Is it clear? Similarly, if you take this one, this is looking as AB or A complement B complement, which is equal to exclusive NOR. Am I right or wrong? So I can represent this one as A complement B exclusive or borrow in. Okay, then A, this is B exclusive NOR borrow in. Okay, now if you take this one A complement, and if this whole one if you take as a B, A complement B, okay, this is A complement B or A B complement I can write. Why? Because for exclusive OR, if you take the complement, you will get the exclusive NOR. So now how it is looking? This is again looking as A exclusive OR B. Am I right or wrong? So what I can do is that I can write this expression directly as A exclusive or B exclusive or B in. So this is the expression I got for the difference. Okay. So I request you to note down this one. Now what we will do is that we will reduce the expression for the borrow out using the K map. Okay. Now again I will draw the K map. Again we will have 8 cells. Am I right? Which will be AB and then borrow in. We will have 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Similarly, we will have 0, 1 here. Now take this one. Wherever the ones are there, those we have to written it as a min terms. Okay? 1 is there, 0, 0, 1. 0, 0, 1. Here we will write. Next one is 0, 1, 0. 0, 1, 0. Okay? Next 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1. Here we will have. The next one is 4, 1. Sorry, not 4 ones, 3 ones. 1, 1, 1. This is the K map we got. Now can we minimize it or not? Let's see. This one we can make it as a 1 implicant. This one we can make it as a 1 implicant. Why? They are adjacent. Similarly, this one we can make it as a 1 implicant. So what is the expression we will get? From this implicant, I will get it as A complement B, or from this one I will get it as, from the column side I have the common is 0, so I will write A complement, and at the row sides I will have the B in. Okay, and then or I will have the this one. What is it? The common is B and we have the B in. Is it clear? Are you able to understand it or not? Okay, now what I can do is that I will take this expression and I will construct the combinational circuit. This is for borrow out, and just now we have found the expression for the difference, which is A exclusive or B exclusive or borrow in. So with these two expressions I will find the combinational circuit for the full subtractor. How I will do? Please watch it. So I will take the inputs, 3 inputs, A, B, borrow in. Now what I will do? I will perform the exclusive OR between these two. Okay, whatever the output is coming, Again, I will perform the exclusive OR between these two. So I will get the difference here. I hope you have understood what I am doing. I am first performing the exclusive OR between B and B in. That result, I am performing the exclusive OR with the A. So I will get the finally the difference. Now we have the A complement and B. So what I will do is that for A, I will take a NOT gate. Okay, that will be one input, and B will be another input. I will perform the AND gate. Similarly, again A complement is there. Again I will take the NOT gate. Okay, and this time I will perform the AND operation with the B in. The next one is B and B in. So B and B in, I'll perform the AND. Then what I have to do, I have to perform the OR. I can take the single OR circuit, okay, or single OR gate, and I can do it. But here what is happening, the fan in of this gate is 3. So if they does not mention what is the fan in, then you can represent like this. If they mention that the fan in should be 2, what is meant by fan in? How many inputs are coming to this gate? Now if you see that here you get the 3 inputs, so I can say that fan in is 3. And if this exclusively mentioned that the fan in should be 2, okay, then what you can do is that you can perform the OR between these two, and whatever the result you are getting, again you can perform the OR gate to get the borrow out. I hope you are understood the how I constructed the combinational circuit for the full subtractor. If you have any doubts regarding this concept, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts in less than 24 hours. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day.